Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Now today is all about chicken, spinach and methi curry, which I'm going to show you how to make my style. So let's go through the ingredients and I'll show you how this is done. So you'll need 3 medium onions sliced, 1.5 kg of chicken breast fillet cut into medium chunks like that. We've got 4 bunches of spinach, which is the mature spinach you can find at the Asian supermarkets. Now I've chopped that and I've washed it several times to get rid of the grit and the dirt. 1 can of chopped tinned tomatoes, and you'll also need 1 bunch of methi leaves, which are basically fenugreek leaves, fresh ones. And all you need to do to these, if you're not aware of how to sort of like use them, is you take just the little leaves off like that, and what you do is you take all of them off, leave the flowers on, and you just wash them and chop them finely, and we'll add that into the dish as well later. I've got a tablespoon of each of the following spices: chili powder, coriander powder, turmeric powder, salt, and we need a tablespoon of ginger paste and garlic paste. And we've got 4 bullet chillies there, which I've just slit halfway through, and we'll be using them. Half a cup of oil and a tablespoon of Garam Masala, which we'll be using right at the end. The karai is nice and hot, so in with the oil. And just give that a couple of seconds to just heat up as well. And you want to just fry these until they're nice and golden brown. So the onions are now ready, so we can add the meat. And then we can just add the ginger garlic paste. And you want to seal the meat, which will take about 4 to 5 minutes. And then we can add the rest of the spices and the tomato in that. So the meat is nicely done now, and we can just add the tomatoes, along with all the spices. Just give that a stir. Now, what I forgot to mention was it needs a cup of water, and you need to put the lid on once you put that in, and allow that to cook for about 20 minutes, and we'll come back to it and see how it's looking after 20 minutes. So guys, we're coming back to check on this. It's been about 10 minutes. Ooh, look at the steam. That's inside. It's cooking away nicely. The water still needs to reduce completely, and it needs to become dry. And then we're going to boom the chicken. Lid back on again and leave it for another 10 minutes. So we're just coming back to check on the chicken. And it's reduced quite a fair bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to keep the lid off, and we're going to cook this until the water reduces down completely, the onions break down to make a really nice masala, and the oil separates. Now, whilst that's cooking away, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another non-stick dish, and I'm going to put this on the back stove, and I'm going to add the spinach and the methi to this and wilt that down, which I'll do now whilst this is cooking away. And that just sort of like speeds the process up. In the past, I used to put the spinach straight into the chicken mix, but what I found was that it used to release lots of water, and it just sort of like increased the cooking time. Now I've done this works, so we'll just add that straight in. I don't know if you can see in the background there, but I've added the spinach straight into the non-stick wok, and I'm also about to chuck in the methi leaves as well, and we're just going to allow that to wilt down. And I'm just going to add about half a cup of water to that, just to speed the process up and let it cook faster. So the chicken's nearly done, but we're just going to allow that to cook away. And we're just going to check up on the spinach. Just give it a stir and just help it wilt even more. And that should take about roughly 5 to 8 minutes to reduce completely, because I don't want any water going inside the chicken, and that's the reason why I'm actually pre-wilting it here, so it just sort of like cooks away all the water. Just pop the lid back on again, and you can now see that the oil started to separate. I'm going to lower the gas a little, but still keep it on the heat, and just broon it now until the spinach is ready. And then once we add that in, we're going to continue to cook it with the chicken for about 10 minutes, and then just add the last remaining ingredients, the garam masala and the chillies. So guys, I'm just going to move this gravy to one side, and I'm going to bring the spinach pot forward so you can have a look. So it's boiling away really nicely, and a few more minutes and it'll be done. Methi smells amazing in this. Now, if anyone has any reservations about adding methi, then please don't. I guarantee you it just gives the dish that oomph. And spinach is quite bland, so your chicken needs to be spicy, but the methi just takes it to the next level. And you know, you can by all means put the dry version if you can't get hold of the fresh version, but there's no substitute to the fresh. You know, I most definitely prefer fresh methi in my chicken and paalak curry. It just has that amazing taste and aroma that the dry methi just does not do it for me. So the spinach is done now, guys. It's reduced, and we can now add this straight into the chicken, which I'll show you. That here. Just make sure you scrape every little bit of spinach off. Then just mix that in. So that's mixed in really well, and the spinach will take on all the spices and all that flavour from the masala. And we can now just throw in the green chillies and the garam masala as well now. And we're just going to cook this now for a further 8 to 10 minutes, just until the oil sort of like comes to the surface. So it's been 8 minutes and it's ready, and it smells amazing. Oh, if you could honestly smell this right now. And I'm just going to plate this up, and then I'm going to show you how it looks. So back in a bit. I've just served this up with some simple homemade chapatis, and I'm going to get my sister Sid to come along and try this and tell you all how it is. Yay! So Sid,
Hi.
tuck in. There's a spoon there if you want to help yourself.
I want roti. It helps that you're hungry as well.
Take a bit of chicken as well. Come this way a little bit. Is it good?
When I don't speak, that's when you know it's really, really good.
So let me try some as well now. I'm going to try some. Let's have a look. Give me a spoon. Right. Let's take a bit of chicken.
Is that delicious? I'm going to grab another one.
There's a bit of chicken there. And let's have a look. That's a bit too much for me. A bit of chicken and a bit of garlic. So in we go. Oh.
Very good, guys.
Sorry.
This is going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to move out of the way now.
The spice is spot on. Perfect. So, you know, when you add spinach into a curry and it's bland, it sort of like absorbs all the flavour. It's done that. Spice-wise, it's fine. The methi is coming through really, really nicely, and it's just lovely. And the chicken is moist and soft. Guys, this brings us to the end of the video. If you've liked what you've seen today, let me know and give it a thumbs up. We're going to be back again with another video very soon on a different recipe. In the meantime, try this out. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and we're going to be back again very soon. Till next time, take care and happy eating.